Okay. Fred.
I thought Fred already said that.
Oh, I didn't hear him.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're all good.
Okay.
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 She might be off doing something.
He's muted.
Maybe.
No.
No, she's not really. She's muted.
Also, Crash, couldn't
Yes,
help
sir.
but notice that you changed the name of some of our, or I guess all of our private
That's
chats.
crazy.
Oh,
That's
wild.
crazy.
That's crazy.
I really like mine.
Does he get an inspiration for noticing?
No. I mean, by logic, O would get it because he's the one that noticed it first.
Damn it.
Do we get inspiration for being a good friend of you?
Well, then a lot of you get inspirations.
Yo,
Aw.
guys, let's go!
That's gay.
No communism here. Sorry.
Da-da-da-da-da.
By the way, I am
Oh.
sending you something you have to. Let me see.
Okay.
Could you keep in this, please?
Oh sure.
I don't have my sheet as well, but
Yeah, I got you.
it's good. Quick reference.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, no, mine's lighting up. Is mine lighting up? Hello? What the fuck is wrong with my little icon thing?
Hmm?
Did I cut out there for a second for you guys?
Oh, is it not lighting up?
It wasn't for a minute.
No.
Nope.
I really
So
hope
paranoid.
It just needs time to sync.
maybe.
Oh.
Yes.
All right.
You know what? Whatever. You guys can hear me. I don't
Well,
care.
I don't know where Dorky is.
Mhm.
Think she had to go take care of something. I don't
We'll
know.
do a final call at Need9 and at Dorky. To the real, we're down so many people.
Oh my
Unbeknownst
gosh, yeah.
to us, we
But,
lost
I mean,
half the group today.
If anything, that justifies us not.
Oh my god.
Hi.
Sorry. I'm off. Oh my god. Wait. I'm off.
You good?
Oh, I'm off. What?
It scared me. I'm sorry. I don't
You were
like
unwilling to
insects.
say hi.
I
and
don't
it's
like
fuck.
insects.
Okay.
Oh, insects. It was like a bug or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sat down and I put on my headset and then it just popped out of nowhere and sorry, I
No,
panicked.
that's alright.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Do you want to go
As long
kill
as
the
it
bug?
didn't, as long as it didn't pop
I'm
out
gonna
of
get
your
my brother to
headset.
go kill it.
Smart. Well played.
If it works, it works.
That's what brothers are for.
I got startled yesterday when I was doing laundry because it's in the basement, and the spider the size of like a quarter suddenly crawled across the floor. And I had a heart attack.
Nah. Just nah.
I had to step
Spiders
on
are
it.
friends. Spiders kill other bugs.
Yeah, no, they're like the superheroes of the insect world. I will stomp on them the second I see them.
I have a like you stay in your corner and it's all good. Roll.
Exactly.
Look, spiders are valuable as long
They're the
as they're
superheroes of the insect
fuck
world,
away.
but I'm the supervillain. Stay out of my room. No bugs in my room. I can kill gnats myself. Thank you. I have lightning quick reflexes. Watch, ready? I just killed one right now.
Congratulations.
Because I have my
You
fucking
did it.
window open.
You see our gunshot go off. Here, watch real quick.
I'm back. I couldn't find the
Welcome back.
moth.
Is it dead?
No,
No, she
I
couldn't
couldn't find it. So when I find it, I'll go and get my brother.
Okay. Then
Can't wait for us to be in
let
the
us
middle
be
of
the
session.
distraction from the world.
Alright.
What
So what
what
happened
happened last time? Thank you, Alec. Thank you. Jakes.
So,
Give me a
it's
Fuck you.
A pop. He doesn't say pop in this house. So it started with us waking up at the Colnod Commons, being summoned. It was like early in the morning, like 8 or something. We spent a bit of time talking. Let's see. Yeah, just like talking, seeing what's up with everyone. Nothing important happened here at all. No, we went to gather everyone because not everyone was here.
Right.
And I can't remember who went for Sajar. I think it was Kirsty.
One
Alice
of you went for the
went for
twink, one of you
Sajar.
went for the honk.
Oriana went for
twunk.
yeah. Oriana went for Dane. I went for the guy with the pecs.
Yeah, that makes sense with you. The guy with the pecs jumps off a roof and is perfectly fine, actually. The other one,
Yeah.
we only have a note that says, what exactly? Choose love? Is this the right? This is the wrong notebook. Hold on.
Yeah, choose love.
It was just choose love, which I don't think we know the significance behind that. But
I don't think it's supposed to be like a given significance. I think it's one of those things where it's just like, interpret it how you will.
make love, not war. When we questioned Sajar about it, he seemed like he was already privy to Verdane having left. Didn't know where he was. Didn't know what he was doing. But Sajar, hey, hello.
Hey, good timing.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, we
Hey.
just started a recap.
Okay, thank fuck.
We held off for you.
Yeah, we were told like a 10 of. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. But Sajar has an abundance of oh god, what's the word? Confidence in Verdane, that he's off doing the right thing, whatever that may be. And that he's not in danger. But regardless, we were a head short when we went over to the Lord Seeker's, or to the Seeker compound to speak to the Lord Seeker. Sorry, I just took the reins from you, Garth.
No, you're fine. You keep going. I don't mind. I'm usually the one that has to do this. I don't mind if other people jump in.
Okay. Well, only reason I'm handing the reins back is because it gets kind of foggy here.
All right, fair enough. No, I can keep going.
Went. No, we were immediately seen to. We were brought into this room with a bunch of regular tables that definitely existed.
Yeah. I don't know why you're pointing it out, but yeah,
And,
we're just
we sat down two to a table. Kebab
number of captains
even
there.
came with us.
The good boy.
Yep. I think it was Blair and Who Gives a Fuck on one side on our right, then Rickard and Janik on the other. Who's the fourth captain? Who is it?
Zyder.
Zyder, thank
That
you.
makes sense.
And the Lord Seeker was there, just kind of sitting on the edge of his desk like a substitute teacher would. And he began questioning us one by one. Who went first? Because I was the only one that was like, Oriana went first. Yeah, Oriana went first, gave her spiel, and then it was sort of like popcorn reading, where like he made Oriana choose who goes next, and then exactly popcorn interrogation. Yeah.
Popcorn reading act good.
I don't know. What needs to be recapped over like our questioning?
The questioning...
That's up to you guys, because I don't think going into each and every single one of it, I think that would take too long.
That's going to take way too long. But like, did anything really significant to the group as a whole come out of that?
Well, I mean, the end result. The main thing is like it was more just like individual scenes.
The end result, yeah.
Yeah, it was individual scenes.
It was more introspective per character, so not really worth recapping.
Yeah. And then if we start recapping it, other people are going to have opinions about things and da-da-da-da-da. It's like, it's whatever you interpret from it, you interpret from it.
Of course. So the Lord Seeker, it wasn't, like, the whole purpose of that wasn't to give satisfactory answers. It was just to give our answers, to be truthful to ourselves and to the Lord Seeker. I assume so that he could get a good read on us, but, maybe not. I don't know. But regardless, at the end of it, he held aloft Blair. I think it was Blair's sword, and basically asked us if we were ready or willing even to go against the will of the gods. And Oriana volunteered to go up and take the sword, and Lord Seeker was, very to the point, like, hey, if any of you aren't sure about this, the door's right there. And half of us got up to leave, and that's when he told us that we had failed. Which we need a majority to stay, which is unfortunate, because if Verdane was here, he probably would have stayed. But, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And at that point, all the furniture in the room disappeared. All the captains in the room disappeared. Right?
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
so they were also illusory.
Nothing.
And we had seen there was a room behind the Lord Seeker's, quote unquote desk that all of our NPC companions, I think even some of the Seekers were in. And we adjourned to his
Study?
His office. Yeah, study.
Like
office.
the officer's lounge.
Officer's lounge, okay.
Not here.
Where Alexander tried to be stubborn about it, which didn't succeed. He made it abundantly clear that the reasons that we gave, rather, for Blair joining us weren't valid, because if Blair joined us, then she wouldn't be the Blair that we knew. Like, she would have been sort of like a D leveled.
She'd be kicked back to when the core steel was injected into her, which was, if I remember correctly, pretty much immediately after a bloody wedding, where life got turned upside down.
Yeah, give it like a spare week, I guess, as well, for her to get back to the Seeker Spire. So like 2 weeks, week and a half, thereabout.
Close enough that would be very fresh and very not good.
Whether it's good or not good, I think it's subjective. Yeah.
I can't think of anything.
After
Seeker,
butting heads with the Lord Seeker and not succeeding, not making headway. We went back downstairs. Went back downstairs because there was some interesting.
One thing I do want to touch on before we leave the Lord Seeker behind. He was the conductor of everything that happened to us, basically, since we entered Duros. He orchestrated. Entered back into Duros, right? He orchestrated our bag of holding being stolen. He orchestrated Shubin being released, and he kidnapped Tolis. I get he had hired he fucking stole the harmonica, which I didn't realize that until after the fact. I was like, what? Oh my god, that's so petty.
It is, yeah.
I think he had hired Vertivar? What's
Vadavar?
Vadavar.
He didn't hire them. They were already looking for D. He just gave them a lead to follow up on.
And he also told him to use non-lethal methods. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Told them, requested, whatever. So yeah, it was all his doing. From the moment like we returned to Duvers after the operation. What a fucking asshole.
Yeah, that's like what, 5 sessions worth of time. That is all.
I think it was more
caused
than that.
by him.
It felt like a fucking eternity.
It felt like more.
Yeah, because it was like this is
and
then it was that. Yeah. Well, yeah, five of his
semi
stuff,
defeated.
and then a bonus one of him telling us.
So yeah, then we adjourned back to the hallucinatorium.
Clarification: not semi-defeated, fully defeated. We got our ass handed to us, and he pointed out what we did wrong. which I guess was like a kick in the ass of just like we're now suddenly directionless. Like we don't know where we want to go, what we want to do. Actually, before we get to that note, we went back downstairs. Some of us wanted to see what the hallucinatorium could do. Some of us wanted to see the apparitions that were going to be sent against us, which was pretty much someone who was important to us. I wouldn't say a weakness per se, but someone you would hesitate against attacking. And Alessander got his not fallen comrade, but injured. Oriana got
the only comrade that wasn't fallen.
I remembered it. We got Zal for Deet. We got Isadora for Sajar, and Silas got Tertiana. And Anushka got...
Anushka
got... Yeah. Fuck, what was his name? It's like 3 letters, I think.
Nesty?
It was Nesty. It was
Right,
Nesty. Okay, 5 letters.
Nesty.
But yeah, and the kind of the practice there was going to be like, you can't exactly defeat your shade, but you can beat someone else. So it's the power of friendship. Didn't get a chance at that. Kind of sucks. They did offer us to fight them, and we're all immediately like, no, we're good. We don't need another L.
No, Jack is like, all right, whatever, understandable.
All right, have a good day. I'll point this out. Sajar was having a very conflicted moment when he saw Isadora, and it was just like, ugh. Poor man, poor lad. He's having a bad time.
Yeah. I think it was seeing her up close again, even in this hallucinatorium, that he sort of realized, yeah, I can't put this off any longer. I can't just go to get a keep now.
Very much.
Yeah.
So
like I need to do something.
We had to do a quick rearrange of plans.
And then he got mad and said, "I've asked you guys what you want. Where's my question?
Mm-hmm.
The Lord Seeker is right. Is where what he was trying to hammer home.
We need cohesion. We need to start caring about each other.
Yes.
And what each of us want, not just ourselves.
It is tactically efficient to be a good operating team. This is true.
And
laughs
then
at squad cohesion.
2 hours mostly out of game trying to figure out what we're gonna do, and got some directions.
Yeah.
If it was like 2 hours of you guys arguing back and forth on the same point the whole time, then yeah, I'd say that's you guys would probably just make a decision at that point. But it was like you guys were continuously going through different ideas and avenues, so I think that 2 hours regardless is good.
Yeah,
yes.
I wasn't saying it was a waste of time. I was just saying like this is the length of time we spent talking about this, and I think we have good directions.
Now glancing over to planning room. Go on, Garth.
Oh, I was just gonna say the kind of buck ended up going to me / Oriana of just like she wants to help, but she currently can't. Because there's shit with like the Scholastica, there's shit with Scavola, like we have to sort that out first. So that's step 1 is figuring out what the fuck to do there. Speaking of the planning room.
So I think what we've more or less decided on is you're going to speak to the Lord Seeker and see if he'll vouch for one of us to be Oriana's handler. And if that works, then we can go forward with the potentiality of splitting the party. 3 going to investigate Silas's family, 3 going to investigate Anisha's thing.
I actually wanted to ask about that. Thank you for bringing that up.
Of course.
What is the split looking like? Because I think a couple of you have your picks, but not everyone does. So that's why I'm wondering what are. I mean, I asked this while Kirsty's not here, but I know where she's going for Anushka. So yeah, like I am wondering, like, what is.
So the way I see it is it's sort of like Oriana's kind of a floater here, right? Because I want Alexander to go with Anushka, and then Silas is going off. I think if oh wait, so I guess it really depends on who, if any of us end up being Oriana's handler, because if it ends up being Sajar, then Sajar can't come with the Alexander and Anushka. Sajar would have to go to the is it the Heartlands?
Yes.
Right,
Yeah,
and then
with
Oriana
his
would have to go
lines.
with them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because then it'd be 3 going one way, and then
If it-
default the rest go the other way.
And
But
if
then if it
that
ends up
becomes
being...
a problem, not against not splitting up. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
if that becomes a
Not just
problem, where like I don't want to, I don't want to go this way, I don't want to go that way, then we don't have to split up. I just think it's a cool idea that we could entertain.
I do. Yeah, I think so as well.
Okay.
It's definitely plausible.
Since we're talking about playing stuff, lots of fun on the fitting music. It's entirely up to you guys.
Yeah.
And Kersey has ceded her vote by not being here today, and if she's watching it by, fucking sucks, Kersey. Wah, cry more.
It's kind of hard to plan for that since it does depend on something that we have yet to accomplish.
I will say, like, the Lord Seeker can give his write-off, so to speak, for multiple people. Like, again, like, I don't know if it's contrary to what you guys perceive of him, but he is sort of like a psychopath or a sociopath. Like, he really doesn't...
No, that's about what I imagined.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, in the sense of, like, he really doesn't care. Like, his test for you doesn't demark you as people. It just demarks you against taking Blair with you.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, he doesn't mind you guys as a whole. You guys are absolutely adventurers, but, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Anytime that
so, like, he can
comment
give
is brought
multiple
up,
people.
though, it is brought up as a bad thing, though.
Well, yeah, from his perspective, yes. Adventurers try to do the jobs of Seekers and Slayers and usually end up kicking up more trouble. There isn't, how to say, they don't have decisive enough effect, like the Seekers and Slayers do.
Excuse me.
But, yeah, he can give multiple people the sign-off. So if you want Alessander and Sajar, like, that can be done. That is in the cards. It is a big point of... Because really, the biggest catch for Scavola isn't, like, necessarily fighting her. Or rather, knocking her out of Oriana's body. It's more over her doing sneaky shit when you're not looking. Right? So that would probably be a big facet of you have to keep tabs on her. When she sleeps, when you guys are eating, all the whole work. That's it. Because, evil is very banal. It's very bland and boring and innocuous. So you have to be vigilant at all times.
Okay.
So that would probably be really the most of it. But
I see that kind of makes a difficult thing because boiling it down to, like, obviously we're all on the table, but just to go off of what Garth had said, either Sajar or Alessander, right? If it boils down to them, Alessander's more watchful, but Sajar has more like magic deterrence, debilitation.
He's more capable.
I think
That's what
I'm
I'm
trying to
that
say.
brings up the fact of having multiple people be signed off by the Lord Seeker. Like, you guys can't both be watching her all the time,
Exactly.
but at least there's one of you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, if you have both of you signed off, it's the best of both worlds.
True. So I guess in that case, going forward with the assumption that both Alessander and Sajar are written off as potential handlers, or as handlers, I should say. Fred, would you be willing to go to the Heartlands?
Yeah, I can go wherever.
Do you have a preference either way?
Not really. It depends on what gets me to Cutthroat's Keep the fastest.
His preference is getting this shit done.
Right. So in that case, if Alessander's going with Anushka and Sajar's going to the Heartlands to investigate with Silas, then it really just boils down to Oriana and Deet. Which one of them wants to go where? But
Keep
we
in
can cross that
mind-
bridge when we get to it.
Keep in mind as well, like, you guys aren't necessarily locked to regrouping right after you do your one task. You guys might want to tackle, like, a small itinerary of stuff and then regroup. That's fair game.
Mhm.
I know you guys don't want to be split for too long, so that's, again, up to you. But if it's going to be only, like, half the party versus, like, one by one by one by one by one, then, a bit more wiggle room on that front.
Right. And I will say that I guess this is kind of a small spoiler, but after we leave Duvros, we will have a method of communication, free communication between both
This is
groups.
true. This is true. Don't worry about it.
It's called a pigeon. Takes a little
Um,
while, but it works.
I will say another point, and this is a lot of conjecture, of if you guys make new characters for, because you're splitting the group half and half, so obviously half of you at any given point will be making characters or be playing new characters. You guys are free to retire your current characters. I'm not saying you should, not at all,
But it's on the table.
but it is on the table
If anyone was interested in that.
Yeah, just want to make that option known. So yeah. So where you guys decide to go, how you guys decide to split, for times with 2/3 of that decision making is already done. We can cover that in due time. Because I don't know if you guys, sorry as I am to say it, I don't know if you guys are leaving Duver to say. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe you guys will. Maybe you guys won't. I don't know. I can only forecast. I cannot prophesize.
Right.
So, let's get into it. I have to get used to using this bot.
We're picking up right in the